Sorry about that. I think the questions were something like, where's the ceiling? Up. Where's the floor? Down. What's this? Amelia would put up a picture, a cup. Then she'd say, what's this? And she would put up a picture of a nurse. And I didn't know what the questions were. I didn't know what the answer to them either. So I think I got a 0. That was the result. And then Amelia was saying, he was talking to my wife. He didn't talk to me because I didn't know what they were talking about anyway. And I think she said, I'm sure she said, I have global aphasia. So after that, I was on speech therapy. I think at first I started 3 times a week. I went I had to finish the homework, which was kind of interesting as well. But I think at sometime after that, I think Devon was saying that I don't think Devon said it. I was reading. I don't think I read it either. I understood what people were talking about, that I thought I was going to recover completely within 6 months to 1 year after that. So I wasn't really concerned about work at that point. I didn't go to work at that point either. I was off work, and I was on short disability at first for 6 months, and then long-term disability after that. So I was going to speech therapist 3 times a week, and there's homework that I had to follow up. At first, I don't even exactly know what they were. I think my wife knows exactly what I had to do. At first, I think there was at one point in the beginning of the therapy, there was a lot of pictures of what, and I had to try to match with the right word, and I think there'd be like a 5 pictures in a row, and I had to match that with the words that matched the pictures. And at first I was guessing, and sometimes it'd be right, sometimes it'd be wrong. After that, I had to do a therapy about had to figure out a sentence, like two or three words at first, 3 words, and to figure out the order of those words. And then after a while, I was doing 3 or 4 words of a sentence, and I had to figure those out. And then after that, I had 5 words for a sentence, and I had to figure that out. And then after a while, I got the speech therapy so that I could to listen to a story and comprehend it, and then answer the questions. That this was like 1 year after that, or something like that, 1.5 years after that. And I guess Amelia was saying that I've improved so much in the last 1.5 years, and at that point I wanted to go back to, I went back to work about 1 year and maybe 3 months after that. 1 year and 3 months after that, which was interesting. I only went part-time. First I started 4 hours per week, and I was only doing the QA at that point. And I found a couple of problems. I was submitting that as a problem, and people were answering it most of the time. And then gradually I was doing 8 hours per week. And eventually, after I was done with the speech therapy, Amelia said she will write down what happened, and he'll send it to our doctor, my primary physician, and 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 then and she also explained. She also gave me a thing that would how I should communicate more easily with people around me. I'll talk about this in the next story after that I'm done with this. It was nice. I guess at that point, Amelia said she's stopping speech therapy because she's having a baby. It's a baby daughter, and it's in a couple of weeks after that. So I had to stop, and I thought I'd improved so much. So I wasn't really concerned about it because I think going back to work would be easy. So anyway, it turns out it wasn't easy, and I'll talk about that the next story. I hope you're having a good day today, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.